What's up, guys? It's Chris here, bringing you another video. Just got done cleaning the bird shed out. Wanted to give you guys an update on the zebra finches. We've got lots of eggs, lots of babies. I'm super excited about that. You see Pop's up there already feeding his chicks. He's got two that fledged there. So before we get into the zebra finches, just wanted to answer a few questions. I've had a lot of people ask me where I've gotten these breeding cages from. So I actually bought these from a different breeder who used them specifically for breeding canaries, which that's what these were designed primarily for, was to breed canaries, but you can adjust it to breed finches like how I've done as well. You can't really fit anything larger than canaries in here, or maybe a pair of lovebirds if you use the whole thing. Other than that, they're too small for any of the larger species. A lot of people have asked me where I've gotten them. So I bought them from a breeder, but I do have on my website, if you guys go to my website, which is linked in the description below, you can see that I have some cages just like these ones that are for sale. So I am an affiliate with Amazon, so it's through Amazon. So if you purchase these items, I get a small percentage of it. And so legally I'm required to say that so that you guys know. Check out the other items that I have on there. I have nest boxes, I have some medications, I have nesting material. I've got quite a few things on there that are kind of just the basic items for you guys to start off with. So if you're looking to get into birds. So, and I also have a couple other cage options that you can use if you don't have the room or setup for something like this. So everything that I have on there are items that I have personally used and know that they work great and should work good for really any type of finch that you have for the most part. So check it out on my website, littlebirdnerd.com. I put it in the link in the description below. And also, guys, if you're watching these videos and you haven't subscribed yet, do me a solid, give it a thumbs up here. Subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, not only do you join an awesome bird family that we have, but then you can get updates when I post new videos. And I'm trying to post them weekly of all the species that I'm breeding at that time, or species of bird that I have out in the aviary, and trying to cover different topics on them. So subscribe to the channel, show us, become part of the Bird Nerd family, show your support for this channel. It helps me out and it helps you guys out too, because hopefully we share some information back and forth. This is a great family. We have nothing but positive comments below and help and support for each other. And that's my goal for this channel. Nothing but information that we can use to help our birds, to give them a better life, a better environment, better breeding results, all the above. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Okay, so let's jump into it. We'll start off from the top here, and a couple things I want to go over too. I've had people ask, how do I know if there's a male and female? We'll cover males and females. For the most part, for all of the zebra finches, except for a couple different types or variations, it's pretty easy to tell the genders of male and female. Really, the only type of zebra finch or variation would be the all-white zebra finch. Those ones are harder to tell because both your males and females are all white. Typically on those breeds, your males have a darker beak, a dark orange beak, and the females have a lighter orange beak. So that's one of the ways you can tell for your all-white zebra finches. And you have two types of all-whites. You have a pied that happens to cover the entire body, and they do have a separate breed line of just white zebra finches that result in all-white zebra finches every time you pair them up. So males have darker orange beaks, female have a lighter orange. Really, for the most part, all the rest of your different types of zebra finches, your males will have a cheek patch, your females will have a tear mark. For your black cheeks, like you can see on here, both male and female. This is probably not the greatest example because this is my silver pair, so their markings are diluted. But you can see the female, she's got an orange cheek or a black cheek there. My male has a black cheek. How you tell the difference on them? See how you look at the male? He still has his bars and his flank marks on the side of his body and on his breast. He's not gonna hold still long enough for us to see that. Fly back over there, buddy. See how he has those bars on his chest and then he's got the flank marks? That's how you know he's a male. Female does not have that, even though she carries the cheek patch, okay? If we come up here, males, he's got the orange cheek patch, okay? And the female just has a tear mark. And we'll let you look in there. Let's give you a better view. See how the male's got that orange cheek mark? He's got the bars, the chest bars, and he also has the side flankings, those orange and white dots. The female, she just has a tear mark, okay? So that's how you tell your genders. On the babies, you can't tell the gender until they molt out. There are some types that you can tell the babies when they first come out. Typically on my babies, I know a lot of my pairs enough that I know which ones are males and females. So that male, or the baby that's right next to the male, that one's gonna be a male. You can already see it's got a lot of markings on its breast. And typically my male babies from this pair come out like that, and my females have less markings. So the one on the far left, you can't see the breast, but it has very much less markings. That one is gonna be a female. So, but typically on the babies, you can't tell until they molt out into their adult feathers. Once they start molting out, and you either see orange on their cheek patches or some markings on their breast or side flanks, and you know it's a male. So, okay, let's get into it. It's super hot out here, and I am sweating like crazy. So we're at like 101 degrees right now, temperature wise. Super hot. We've got all the windows, everything's opened up. We've got all those open, we've got that open. All the vents are open just to get us the maximum amount of airflow throughout, and it does pretty good. And where the bird cage is situated, it does not get direct sunlight for most of the day, which helps keep it a little bit more cool in here and not letting the birds overheat too much. Make sure we give fresh water. Just gave them some nice cold fresh water and seed. Try to give them fresh cold water 2 times a day when it's really hot. It's nice and refreshing for them. So let's jump into it. Let's show you guys these babies and all these eggs. And there's a few nest boxes that I'm not going to pull out, but I'll insert a couple of videos or pictures of those nests and what's in there, whether it's eggs or chicks, that sort of thing. So we'll go here with this is our original pair, our English pair. So they just fledged 2 chicks that we just saw earlier. They've been out of the nest for probably about 4 days now. Doing really good. Mom and dad are still feeding them. Mom has started to lay eggs again, start her second clutch. So she's in the process of that. And then she'll start sitting, and the male will finish weaning the chicks. And then we'll pull those chicks out as soon as they're weaned so they can focus on their second clutch. You can see the chicks are missing a couple of their tail feathers. The female did pull them to put back in her nest. Keep a close eye on them. If your birds start plucking your babies' backs and they're all bare, the best thing to do is really split them up and just leave the male to finish weaning the chicks. If the female has already laid eggs and started sitting on the nest, leave her in with the nest and just pull the babies and the male out and let him finish weaning them. So in here we have a similar pair. We have a normal gray male. He's in the nest box. They should have eggs. Really, they should be hatching out any day. So we'll get you a picture of what's in there. And then the hen is a chestnut flank white female. The male is a possible split, the chestnut flank white. So we'll see the breeding results of them. Hopefully it will work out good. If that is true, if he is a possible split, we should get males and females of both normal gray and chestnut flank whites. So you can see here, the female's a chestnut flank white and my male is a normal gray, but he is not split. So all of their babies are normal and the males are split to chestnut flank white. So it is a recessive gene, and in certain cases, in certain pairings, is a recessive sex-linked gene. So as we can see here, and I can show you the picture too, got one of the chicks is sitting right there in the nest. They have fledged. They've been in and out of the nest for the last couple days. This is a normal, or a black cheek silver pair, and I threw in some eggs. So they started laying eggs, and I threw in some eggs of, it was of a recent pair in here. It was this chestnut flank white female, but it was with a different male than what I have her with. The male escaped, and he got caught in between the bars, and he actually died. So I hurried and pulled their eggs because she stopped sitting on them, and I threw them down here with these guys. 3 chicks hatched out. They've all fledged, and it looks like all 3 chicks were eggs from this previous pairing. So I have 2 normal grays and 1 chestnut flanked white baby that looks like will be a hen. And the reason why I know all of these babies are from them is because if these guys had babies, the chicks that would come out should already show that black cheek. That's something with the black cheek version of the zebra finches, is when the babies fledge, they fledge with those black cheeks. Whereas your normal grays here, they don't fledge with the orange cheeks. They just fledge with the tear mark, and they molt into the orange patches if they are a male. For the black cheeks, the babies already fledge with the black cheek. So something, hopefully that helps you guys out, give you some good information. I got a picture of the chicks in the nest. We'll send you that as well. So down here we got a black cheek male with a female that is split to black cheek. They do have 4 eggs in the nest. They should have chicks hatching any day. Again, we'll insert a picture there for you guys to see. Down here, we have a chestnut flank white male and then a normal gray hen. Both of these are of English bloodlines. The female has a little bit better size than the male, hoping to breed a little bit more size into the chestnut flank whites. So they do have 2 chicks that have hatched out in the nest. As of yesterday, they had 2 other eggs in there that could have possibly hatched out today. I haven't looked. So we'll see if those hatch out or not, the other 2 eggs. We'll put in a pic of those chicks. And then over here we have another black cheek pair. So you can see the hen, she's got black cheeks on, the male's got black cheeks. So I did have a nest box here, and they weren't going in the nest box, and the hen was actually laying eggs in their egg food dish. So I threw in a wicker basket. They went right away to building the nest, and she's already laid 2 eggs in there. So within the next 2 weeks, we should have some chicks from these guys, and we'll show you once those chicks fledge, all of those chicks should have black cheeks. So, so hopefully, yeah, we'll get some more black cheek babies there to show you guys and get those coming. So, and just again to reiterate, if your pairs are not breeding, try a different nest option. I went through 2 different nest boxes with these guys and they wouldn't take it, so I finally went to the wicker basket and they took it. For some reason, most of my zebra finches prefer the wicker baskets. So I don't like it. You guys all know that. But I mean, if you're wanting to breed them and that's what they want to breed in, that's what you got to provide them, right? So then down here, I did add a couple other pairs. I don't typically breed on this lower level, but I needed some more space. So I do have a normal gray male that's a possible split for chestnut flank white. And then I have a light back hen that the mom was English bloodline, and then the male was a black cheek. So she is split to black cheek. So hoping for some babies here. Just put these guys together this week, so nothing has happened yet so far in their nest. I just went right away to giving them the wicker basket because that's what all my other zebra finches seem to prefer. So we just went with that option. And then we have down here, we have an English normal male and an English normal female. The male is of a different bloodline and he's got some good size to him. So we're hoping that we'll get some good babies from these guys and continue that line of some nice big babies, hoping to get bigger as we go. So each year that we breed, I hope to achieve some bigger, better babies, right? So that's what you want with the English bloodlines. So then down here, we have a normal gray female that is of English bloodline. And then the male is a black cheek male. They just hatched 2 babies. We'll lift this up, let him fly out. There's the black cheek male. He's doing great. He's a great dad. And as you can see, we've got 3 chicks that they've hatched out. They're about 2 to 3 days old. So hoping for some good results there. And then let's see, as we go up, there's our shaft tails. Then we have this pair here. Come on, zoom in for me. So this is our male. The female's a chestnut flank white. The male is a light cheek. I'm hoping for a silver is the type of breed. Male. They actually have 2 chicks in the nest right now. They did have 4 fertile eggs. I have not checked today. Guess what we could do? Something like this. I'm not quite sure if you saw in there. If not, we'll throw a picture in. It's just a little too tall for me to really see what's up inside there. So I do know they had 2 chicks for sure. Hoping that those other 2 eggs hatched out. Like I said, we'll throw a picture in there if I hadn't already done so. So we've got lots of zebra finches going on here. I did have to, my zebra finch pairs that I had down there, I had to give them a new mate. So that's why I set up this bottom rows, because I had a couple zebra finches throughout that just weren't working out. They just kept bickering back and forth. They didn't seem to be interested in breeding. So I split them up and paired them with a different mate, and they seem to be a lot more nice to each other and are showing interest in breeding. They're going in and out of the nests or the wicker nests and all that stuff. So excited about that. Hoping for some good results there. Let me guys know in the comments down below. Is there anything else you guys want to know about zebra finches? Are you know, maybe about the different types and the breeding options? Zebra finch genetics can get complicated if you're trying to work with like the recessives, like the chestnut flank whites. The black cheeks are a recessive gene. So if you pair a black cheek to a normal gray, all of your babies will be normal gray, but split to black cheek. There's so many things that you can learn about the genetics of zebra finches that's just a lot of fun. So I think we have here, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can see here, this baby just came out. So that's my chestnut flank white hen chick. So as you can see, the male is a black cheek and the female is a black cheek. So obviously this cannot be their baby. So looking nice, looking really nice. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, working our way up, and 10. So we've got 10 zebra finch pairs. Of the 10 pairs, I think we have 3 that are still sitting on eggs. We have 4 that have babies, and then 2 or 3 that have that are just starting and don't have any eggs in the nest quite yet. So hopefully we're already starting to get the chicks that are starting to fledge out. We're gonna have a huge overflow of babies. That's another thing to keep in mind if you guys are breeding any type of bird. Please make sure you have the room and space to fit all of your babies. Lots of times people breed babies and then they don't have anywhere to put them. They don't have another cage to put the babies in. And then they have a small cage that's got 6 zebra finches in there because of all the babies. Make sure you have room and a plan of where those babies are gonna go so that you're not overcrowding the parents, you're not overcrowding the babies, and it's just overall healthier for the birds. So all of my chicks that come out that will be weaned will spend several months in the aviary. We'll have females over here, males over there. It's plenty big for all the babies that we'll be getting. And then once they've molted out, I will go through all the babies and see if there's any I want to keep for next year. And the rest we will sell off to other breeders. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before in the first, if you guys like this content, subscribe to the channel, hit that notifications button so every time I post, you're getting a notification that these videos have been posted. Help support me in the channel and the birds, and hopefully the end goal is to help all of us learn every time that we watch these videos and learn something new and enjoy this content. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.